do something for myself. So without a doubt, I went to apply for a part-time job right away. And I know that it's gonna be a big change, big challenge to my life, but I believe that Hi guys, welcome to the Sweet Chocolate Thai Boy channel, and today's episode that it's going to be another series that we will add up into our playlist called The Attitude. Why it has to be the attitude? The attitude is something about that what are you thinking of yourself, what are you thinking of the others, or whichever situation which is different, and then you may handle it differently, and how to make it in a very simplified way, and how to make it in a really efficient way that you will handle the situation nicely. It's all about your attitude. So that was why we're going to do this kind of playlist for our Sweet Chocolate Thai Boy channel. Okay, if you happen to watch my channel for the very first time, Sweet Chocolate Thai Boy channel, basically we're going to bring you to eat, to travel, to enjoy all around. Plus I was a cabin crew, so that was why I have another playlist to do all about the cabin crew guideline to make you become one, things like that. So please don't forget to like, share, subscribe my channel as well. Okay, but anyway, this playlist we're going to discuss more about the attitude, and I also have the IG, that the SCT boy, SCTBOYD boy. Please don't forget to go follow right there as well. Okay, and I'm going to discuss about the very first thing that I mentioned earlier, that about the 4 factors that we are going to live the life that in a very professional way and easy way to be. Okay, the first thing I'm going to mention is about be positive. To be positive, that to share my own experience, that for example, when I was younger, very much younger, when I was 18, 19 years old, the very first time that I went in Bangkok, I came here to the university to that study bachelor degree, and still at that time I was very new, and my dad just went out the service. He was a cop, but at that time he's retired already. He's 60 years old, and things have changed like this. My family, the situations, financial situation, blah blah. My dad didn't have anything that to offer me, the comfort or about the educations, everything that if I want to study, I have to do it by myself. So that was why at that time I can give up. Basically, I can just no more study. I had a chance to be in one of very great university in Bangkok, but still I can give up, do something else, and do things like that. But still at that time I had already stay focused my as to be positive, that I believe that no, even I have only high school degrees at that time, but still I can still work with a lot of job in Bangkok at that time, which is I was applying to become one of the part-time staff at Swenson's, the ice cream parlor, and it's just 24 Thai baht at that time per hour. And it's nice that I have a chance to work, actually working physically and mentally after every day, your weekdays that you study in the university, the daytime, the nighttime you went to do your part-time job, things like that. I took it this is a big lessons for me, that it's time that no more begging money from dad and mom anymore. You have to accept the fact first. That's the thing. You need to accept the fact that this is your life. You are responsible solely for it. You have to be responsible to your own life. So that was why you cannot just I wait for mom and dad to help me, I wait for my sister, I wait for my brother. No, you don't have the choice. You are the person who decide your own life. So that was why I would recommend that just accept the fact, accept the situation which is so bad to you or not, and then move on. Stay focused that positively what I want. I want to study, I want money. So how can I get money? How can I earn? Of course I have to work, bitch. So I'm sorry, I have to work. So that was why you need to do whatsoever to get money, to get your chance to become a student, to become a person who can study in a university, things like that. So that was why I decided to keep myself just I have to work, I apply for it, I got a job, I work, I get money, and that's it. full stop. And I've been doing that for like almost 2 years just to finish my 2 years in university already, and then I changed the job. But one thing I like to share, that one of the lessons from me, that whatever happened, especially bad things, you need to accept the fact first and then stay focused, that to be positive, that okay, what can I see from those kind of problems, what I want after that, then I can just fix the problems by doing some certain actions that you've been thinking about it roughly, and then do it right away. Then you get like when things you done it's right, the result will be right as well, things like that. So that was why I took it as a lesson. I worked, I accomplished it. So at the end of the day, I got what I want. I got money, I got the educations in the university as other friends. Even though I fall in a very bad shape in my family, that I have to be the person who worked for myself. But why not? That made you become this person at the moment, right? That made me become this person sitting talking to you right now. So that was why I took it positively. That one thing I like you guys to understand. Be positive. We help you stay focused, and we help you get through all the problems in your life. Since I was still working with my ex-allies, ex-crew, or even my friends at the moment, that they know that I'm one of the person, apart from being positive, I am pretty kind person as well. Like I am, sometimes you are the leader in some certain things, like in your, like you are the manager of something, you are the director of somewhere. Kindness, it's about something which is you don't need to be, like what to say, don't fake. You don't need to fake it, because it's come from the heart. Even once you fake it, some people will see that you're not kind, but you manipulate. It's all about you ask people to do things, but then it's not from your genuine heart. They will see that, okay, babe, would you do this for me, because you are so kind, so nice, and you are so gorgeous, your hair is so beautiful. You will find these kind of people are really annoying you, right? But if you say from the heart that, okay, could you please help me doing this, because I need your help, because the customer right there waiting for your water, could you get me a water, like just serve to that table 5, things like that. It is like, you have to be kind from your genuine heart. That one thing I want to share, that it's about how to build your heart to be calm and to be really like understanding the others, like even especially you are the leader some certain way of the kind of professional life that you are working for. So that was why I really wish that to be kind is something which is answer to when you are in doubt of yourself, that are you really in the right shape or not. But I believe that to be kind is something which is not hard, but you need to do it from your genuine heart. You got me? Not a hard things to do, but you have to come it from your genuine heart to act like one, things like that. So that was why being kind, it really helps you out, like especially to those enemies sometimes that I share on my IG already, that if you guys happen to be the fan of Game of Thrones, you will know exactly at the end of the season that the one who have the the kindness in their abilities to rule the kingdoms or whatsoever, that family, those person are kind to the other, especially to their enemies. Even you have to lose a lot of things at the end, but still at the end, before the seasons end, you get everything back. Like for example, if you're a bad person and then you don't care about the others, you're not kind to anyone, even now you got everything, at the end you will lose everything as well. And next, it's about this one. I post already to be nice. Sometimes that being kind, it's not possible, because I said that it's all about like it's inappropriate that you cannot be kind to those situation or those persons anymore, because you are in a very tough decisions to make at that kind of role, things like that. So I would recommend you to be nice instead, because being nice, it's equal to kind of neutral expressions, that you're not going to be so kind that, babe, please do this for me, customer table 1 wants it again, refill the water, things like that. I will stop doing that, but I just gonna be a little bit more commanding, that please get the water for customer table 1. That's it, full stop. No more smile on my face, because I want the task to be complete, things like that. I would shift my personality a little bit, but still, you still professional, you still be nice, things like that, because it's kind of like the first stage in your heart. Of course, you have to be positive first to do things. You be kind to one another. Then when kindness it's become hardship for you, just be nice. Don't talk much, just do things according to the task that you want he or she to be able to do it for you, things like that, as in case you are the manager or in case you are the one who giving command. Unless you are the one who accepting command, things like that, you could be like, sometimes you cannot do it right away. You will say, okay, please wait, because you are kind to your boss, right? But if your boss really demanding and not really kind of waiting person, things like that, you will say, boss, I said please wait, that I'm going to do this first, I will come back to you whatever you have asked me in a minute, things like that. But you have to be firm. Like I said, just be nice. You don't need to be rude, you don't need to give them such a swear words and shout back at them. No, you don't do that, because good people never shout unless it's the life-threatening situations, like I told you from the previous vlog all about the cabin crew, that it's if the airplane crash, things like that, you have to shout, of course, what to say, like come this way, jump, things like that. But in this kind of situation, you don't do that, because normal good people never shout unless it's necessary, if it's life-threatening situations, like I said, okay? So being nice is kind of like the third stage of doing things in life, that it will help you to get through the fact that sometimes kindness wouldn't help. Of course, it's no longer useful. Use the nice way to do things. Be more firm, but don't talk much, because just be nice, don't need to be kind, things like that. Yes, and now we're talking about this one I have posted earlier about be quiet. This is the kind of like the last stage that of doing things that sometimes when you cannot be kind or be nice to those kind of situations anymore, especially as particular person. Like for example, I told you about the colleagues, that the first colleague that I have to be kind to them, right? Could you please get the water refill for customer table 1? This colleague go right away, perfect. Second, I have to be nice to this one, because this one slowly doing it, not right away, and then suddenly just told me that I have to do a lot of things. People, I am so sorry that I forgot. So I have to be nice and still be firm, that of course that okay, please do it for table 1, customer waiting for 5 minutes already. That you can use be nice. But once you face the third colleague, that it becomes like, people, you know what, if you are that free, just go and do it by yourself. Do you think that this kind of colleague that you will let him or her go? No, not a boy, not sweet chocolate Thai boy for sure. I'm sweet, but I'm not that blind or stupid. Okay, so that was why I will talk to that person. Okay, get customer a water first, and then come back talk to me. And then suddenly, once the task completed, you talk behind what I'm about to say, behind the curtain in the aircraft. Just about like, I want to say behind the kitchen, things like that. You talk to this colleague, why do you speak to me like that? So they will explain, find some excuse with the attitude which is bad, blah blah to you. But still, this kind of thing you have to be, like inside your heart, you still stay positive. You still be kind to that person, but you don't show much about kindness or about being nice already. You have to show about your firmness. And of course, this is the way that you have to do. Like once you said everything over already, after this, just be quiet, because you have already been your person that you want them to understand that you are that kind of firm person. So that was what I would say. Yes, of course, I asked you to do tries already to just refill customer water, and you just do it, okay? And then what I did as well. I'm not that free, that was why I'm asking you. So once you're doing this, I do not accept this, okay? But this is your first time, I'm not gonna do anything. But if you happen to do this again, I'm going to document about it. I'm going to report to the one who's hired and have some influence to your life or capabilities right here, things like that. But you have to be firm, and after this, no more. Just keep yourself shut, quiet, don't talk about this anymore. Be yourself again, be positive, back to the forward. You be nice, be positive, you be kind to all of them as the same. But like I said, sometimes if the situation or that person far beyond your control, just be quiet, don't talk, speechless, and then things will get even easier, because you can step back and then you have a chance to thoroughly thinking all about it, that how you're gonna take care of this one. That's the thing called be quiet. And yes, that come to an end and conclusions of this vlog today. It's all about the way of living, the way of thinking, your attitude, okay? I told you about to be positive, be kind, be nice and be quiet. So thanks for all the inspirations from Pilukov as well. Thank you so much. Okay, but this kind of things that I've been practicing for a very long time as well. But it's kind of like when I heard about this step, I feel like this is exactly me, and I like to share it on my channel for sure. Sweet Chocolate Thai Boy. Anyway, just to give you guys what to say more wrap up understanding that how to be this kind of person. For example, like since beginning I told you guys from the other vlog that I was a cabin crew like for the airlines, and then at that time I was a cabin senior in charge of the flight. And let me show you the situations that at that time there is one customer who's not supposed to be seated in the business class, supposed to be seated in economy class, but he really want to sit in business class for free for some certain way, for some certain flight whatsoever. But still at that time I was in charge, and I have to be positive. The customer having some other problems that why you want to be seated here, because I have observed that customer having kind of like limping things, you can say that when they walk it's kind of like limping a little bit, and then they have the bandage all over the knees. So I just went talk right away, excuse me sir, you're not supposed to sit here, I'm sorry, and where is your seat, may I guide you to the seat, blah blah blah, since on ground, things like that. And then suddenly customer not really understand or accepting what I'm saying. So at that time, of course, I know what I have to do. I have to be positive in what I'm doing. That's my job. Second, I be kind to customer that if you're having a problems with walking, I can guide you there, I can help you with the bags, blah blah blah. But this it's not working anymore. Then you have to be nice that okay, so what can I do for you? Then customers start shouting at you that okay, because I having like very much painful, my knee is so bad, so pain. What can you do then? Of course, customers starting to lie to you, I can tell. So that was why at that time I was okay, I cannot help with like move you to sit it here because I'm not authorized, blah blah. Actually, it's not on ground anymore. Let me go back. It's on like we call cruising. We are already in the aircraft and it's flying already. You can't do things in as per rules and regulation of the airline I worked for before. I cannot do anything about upgrading customer from EY to JC, things like that. Cannot. From economy to business, I can't. So I'm starting to know that of course this customer it's really tricky. That's starting want to be seated here in business class, which is he's not supposed to sit there. So that was why I'm asking, okay, would you like me to call a doctor? Would you like me to do things for you, like for your pain that they're having with your knees, things like that, with your surgery, blah blah blah. He's tried to manipulate me to do things, but of course I know I'm being nice already at that time. So that's why I just cut it up. Okay sir, you know what, you can't, I'm gonna get you some medication in case if you want it, I can call doctor for you. Then customer, once they know that I'm going to make it big drama, customer start okay, fine, no more, I'm not gonna do it anymore. So at that time I just gonna bring customer back to their seat, I mean to his seat. He seems like pretty not accept what I offer, because it's kind of like I broke his heart. I did not allow him to be seated in business class, things like that. But that's not right, okay? So that was why I'm doing my job. So after that I try to, my apologies sir, that I'm doing the things that as per rules and regulation, I am so sorry, I can't do blah 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 blah. But what I can, that's the thing that you have to give alternative. What I can, I just can do this, I give you something extra, I give you some certain medication for pain killings, things like that. And then customer do not accept anything at that time. Still at that time I just being shut, I keep myself quiet, no more. And that time of course I know I smell a rat already, that customer want to like report about me to my airlines and complain about my behaviors with him today. But like I said, as long as you stay positive, you kind, you nice, you quiet, at the end no more talking, because once you talk more, the fresh one I'm talking about is being pushed, so it's even more painful, right? So I don't push anymore the wound. I just okay, keep myself shut. You want my staff number? Please go ahead. And then at that time, but I did it in a very nice way, no worries. Like I said, I was positive, I was kind, I was nice, and I was quiet. So I gave, and then I know I get a call anyway at the end of the day. But still, it turned out to be okay, because like I said, since beginning, the positivity, being kind, being nice, being quiet, it's all from my heart. It's all from my roughly thinking that this is the best way to handle the situation when it comes to the very bad situations. That's what I just want to share for you guys, that maybe this series is called about the attitude, but still, if you happen to watch me and you are the cabin crew or the one who interested to become one, you may understand that the situations that I've been facing before with the airlines experience that would help you a little bit or more, up to you. How do you take it? Okay, anyway, that's the end of the day. Okay, thank you for listening. This is the Sweet Chocolate Thai Boy channel, and I know I speak very fast sometimes and then you may not get it very well. Just kind of like rewind back the vlog a little bit. Okay, just do it once, do it twice. Okay, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel Sweet Chocolate Thai Boy. And I am going to promise that I will keep uploading a good video, good vlog, more and more in this channel. Okay, let's see where I'm going to bring you around later, or what kind of topic I'm going to talk about. Until then, take care. Okay, be safe, be joyful and be happy. Bye bye.